Hello and welcome everyone. I hope you're having the best day. I just had a request for some more Blitz games. So let's find an opponent and play a few Blitz games and see how crazy they will be here. All right. So they play that. D4. So let's see. What should I play here? First, I'll try this crazy hippo defense and just see how that goes. Where you fianchetto on both sides. So already they're kind of thinking about what to play here because they probably don't see this as often. So let's see what happens. All right, so we'll go ahead and fianchetto both sides, the king side and the queen side. So some players get confused by this, which it looks like this player has. So he has to protect this pawn. He does. All right, so let's push forward with these pawns. And in the hippo defense, you want to try and fianchetto both your bishops. You place the pawns one square forward here in the center instead of two, so you have a kind of a smaller center, and you put your knights in behind, and then you bring these pawns up here to prevent pieces from jumping forward. So you kind of create a barrier here with all these pawns. You know, this probably it may not be the best opening, but it's good in Blitz games where you can kind of fool your opponents a little bit, or have them become disoriented a little bit because they're not sure, or they don't see this opening very often. So let's see, what do we want to do here? Well, we don't have a lot of time to think about it, so let's just go up here and attack, see what happens. All right, so they run away. Let's see. Well, we'll just retreat back and see what they do. And then, let's see, they're probably going to jump forward here. So let us, we'll try something like that. Then maybe we can castle over here. So we'll go ahead and castle. All right, then we'll jump in here, see what they decide to do. All right, so let's attack that knight. Maybe they'll capture and bring our queen forward. So we'll get our queen developed. They may just push this pawn and then lock up the pawns here. So I don't know, we'll see what they decide to do. I mean, I guess we could maybe try and chase them away, but then this pawn might become weak here. All right, well, let's go ahead and capture that. Then I guess we could ignore this over here for the time being. Maybe just develop our queen. Oh, if they capture here, that could be a problem. So let's go ahead and do that. Then we'll go after this pawn over here. Okay, well, we might as well go after the pawn. All right, so what is he trying to do now by coming up there? He's trying to go down and he's trying to jump in here. Okay, what is the time looking like? I need to move a little bit faster here. So let's just jump down here. All right, well, we'll just go after that. Go after this. All right. We don't want to do that, so let's just go after that. right, then we'll go here, get out of the pin that knight had there. Okay, so now we'll just go ahead and do that. And I guess we could just attack that. Is there anything dangerous we have to watch out for? All right, well, we'll knock his queen out. Then, let's see, we can go after that pawn, possibly. We'll go here. All right, let's jump up to there. Maybe we can activate our knight. Now the problem is these two bishops are pretty strong, so we have to be careful. We don't want to do that, so let's go here. All right. Well, let's... Do we jump forward? Let's go there. See what he does. Go after his bishop. Okay. So now... Oh man, this is getting dangerous here. We'll go there. Maybe we can go after his other bishop. All right, so now we're in trouble. Now we are definitely in trouble. So, what can we do? What can we do? We're just losing now, I think, and I'm running low on time as well, so it's not looking good. Not looking good at all. Okay, what do we do? What do we do? Just running out of options here. Running right out of options. I think I'm lost here. This is just a disaster. All right, whatever, we'll go for that. At least that'll make him think a little bit. But now I'm so low on time that I'm probably going to lose this game. I just let his bishops get very active out here. All right, so what do we do next? We'll attack that. We should have taken. Yeah, so there's a mistake. All right, there's a mistake. Now we're just losing. It's just awful. Wait, could I have gone after his bishop there? Oh my gosh, this is just a disaster. Yeah, that was so ugly. All right, we'll do a game review real quick. But the problem was I just let his bishops get out there in an open board and they just started running around crazy, just destroying all my pieces. So bad. All right, yeah, so they played 76.2. I played at 73.3. And we had a blunder, so let's at least look at the blunder here. That move, it says, was a blunder. Better would have been to just capture. Oh man, yeah, so that's what happens when you're running out of time. You just start playing bad moves. I should have just captured there. Um, then if they recaptured, I captured, and we would have been even material. So I won't dig too deep into it. That was the game losing move. So it looks like before that I was ahead. Or no, they were ahead. I had a chance there where the game was even. Okay, let's jump into another game since that turned into a big mess. I'll try this hippo defense again, and hopefully it'll be a little more entertaining than how badly that game was played. All right, so here we go. Let's try this again, and hopefully it doesn't turn into a disaster. All right. So once again, they're confused. So they just push forward here. We'll just develop, and then we'll, because they push that pawn forward, now we kind of have to go here with the knight. And let's see what they do. Okay, we'll just do this to keep his pieces from jumping onto my side of the board and to give us time to think about what we might want to do here. All right, so if we go here and he captures en passant, that is a possibility. So let's go ahead and do that, see what he does. All right, so he didn't do anything about it. That allows us to develop our other knight and get ready to castle here. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll castle. Now we're on opposite sides, so the game's going to probably be pretty crazy. Let's think here. Let's think. Where do we want to go with this? If he pushes forward, we'll be all right. All right, we'll just do that because now we have to watch our time. Okay, here we'll lock the position up a little bit. And so he can't do as much on this side of the board. All right, well, we might as well capture here. And then we'll have an outpost for our knight. So that'll work. Okay, so we'll just go there. We have a good outpost for our knight. Okay, he locks up the position. We could even jump our knight over to there. But now we have to figure out, what we're going to do with this knight. All right, let's jump this knight over to here. Okay, so we'll go up that way. Okay, so now let's see. Could go there just to connect our rooks, and then maybe we can get ready to start pushing forward. Okay, so he wants to go after that. Do we let him do that? All right, I say, oh wait, well, we don't have time to think about it. We'll go there, attack. All right, now that opens the line up to his king, so that's good for us. Okay, so now which way do we want to go? We'll go this way, and we're attacking his unprotected knight. And our bishop, if we move this knight, we could go after with both pieces. We could maybe try and get our queen up here. All right, so he makes a mistake and gives up this piece. So now we can double our rooks over there. Okay, what is this guy doing? All right. Let's go ahead and attack. We're ahead material, so we want to trade off material. Okay, we might as well trade off more material, but how do we want to do that? We could just move our queen up here. and threaten a mate. So, all right, so now we'll capture that, and we could pick off his other rook over there, because if he captures back, then we can go over here and pick this off. Oh, or we can just mate right here. All right, so that game worked out better in our favor here. So let's do another quick game review and see what the computer comes up with here. So we played at 76.7. They played at 59.6% accuracy. It says, good job building a lead and not letting up. So no blunders this time. I did have one miss and they had three. We had 2 mistakes versus their 3 and 4 inaccuracies versus their 3. So let's take a look and see what we missed here. So once again, I tried to set up this hippo defense, but because they pushed their pawns forward, I had to play a little bit differently. This says, I missed an opportunity to kick a knight. So let's see what would have been best here. Instead of retreating our knight, I should have just moved forward chasing their knight. I guess that would be interesting, because this would, where can that knight go now? He would have to jump to the edge of the board here, and then he would have trouble getting back into the game. He could almost be trapped there on the edge of the board. So that's, I'm sure that's why the computer wanted that move. We could look at the moves here. It says that the knight would have to move there. Then we push forward. The knight is just kind of trapped there on the edge, and then white would have been ahead by +1 1/4 worth of material, or the equivalent of 1 1/4 pawn. All right, so let's go on here. So it didn't like this repositioning of the knight over here. It says that that's a mistake. Probably once again it wants us to kick that knight to the edge of the board. Okay, so and then what does it say? Kick the knight, move the pawn. Then if they capture here, they give up this knight for 2 pawns, and then we have to be careful about what is going on over here. That could be kind of dangerous. So anyway, let's move on and hurry up this review that way. So here they just made a mistake, giving up a knight. And then I'll speed this up, that way we can get some more blitz games in. And we ended up with a mate here because they probably forgot about this bishop and queen battery aiming up through, into their queen side where their king is at. So it says you really outplayed your opponent in that one. The opening was balanced. You were a cut above your opponent in the middle game. So we played at a 1200 level versus 800, which in these blitz games, we're just going to have a lot more mistakes. So let's do another one here and see what happens. So new game, and we'll try a more straightforward approach. Oh, okay, so we're going to turn into a French defense here. So let's open the game up by capturing there, and then let's see, we'll try this. That might throw them off, so it'll be a little tougher for them to develop their bishop. All right, so we'll go there, and we'll just develop here. Okay, we'll try that. Now we can castle, which they're probably going to castle as well. All right, so we'll go ahead and castle. And then, now where do we want to put this bishop? I would say maybe put the bishop here. And then we can develop our knight up to here. All right, so we'll go ahead and do that. We'll try that. All right. do we capture here, or do we just press forward? I'm going to say that best might be to press forward. But I don't know. I don't have enough time to sit there and think about it. I need to worry about the clock. Already I'm 30 seconds behind. So yeah, it took 23 seconds on that move to think about it. You can't do that and expect to have success in blitz games. So now he's going to develop his bishop over here and cause problems and aim down towards my king side. Okay, so what do we do? Bring the knight in or bring our bishop up? I would say bring this knight forward. Okay, so we'll just go ahead. Do we want to capture there? I don't know about that. Let's just develop here. Oh, now that could be an issue. So, all right, well, we can attack that bishop. Guess we could try that. Let's just go ahead and attack. We'll try a wild and crazy attack here, which may not be correct, but I guess we'll see what happens here. Okay, well, we could go after his bishop, or we just start attacking like crazy. Do we go after this position here? Let's do this. All right, now, this probably wasn't enough. So I probably shouldn't have done all that wild attacking stuff. Let's go there, see what he decides to do. Yeah, so I don't know. That was too risky. I'm sure those moves were probably blunders. I opened his king up, but I don't know if I have a good enough follow-up here. So, let's see. I guess we could go after that. Then we can't even do that now. We can't even go up there. So, do we even want to go there? I don't know. I think we're just running out of steam here. So, let's do that. Now he's probably going to try and move right here. Well, create a threat of checkmate right here. Yeah, with the rook as well. So it's starting to look like a disaster. I think we're just in trouble now. All right, well, I think we're just in trouble now. We're just in trouble here. All right, so that was too ambitious of an attack against their king. I just didn't have a good enough follow-up. So, I don't know, you wanted some entertaining games. It might be entertaining for the other opponent, but not for me in this one. So, normally I wouldn't try and go that crazy. I think I overplayed my position, trying to drum up an attack when there wasn't one there. So, I don't know, at least now they're thinking, but so what did they just play? They just captured there. So we'll just go. Now they capture us. So we just made a blunder. We're going to resign here. All right. So let's start a new game. That turned into a disaster. So I'm sure that, we played at 77. They played at 93.9% accuracy. I don't know. Sometimes that's suspicious when they're at that high a level. I mean, it's possible. They only had one inaccuracy. But all they had to do is just, I guess, play off the bad moves that I made. I mean, we started out normal in the opening. And then I incorrectly started sacrificing. So see here, I shouldn't have done that. So it looks like I should have just put my bishop in the center here. All right, so anyway, that is where the problems happened, when I just gave up too much material. So you can't do that unless you have a good follow through. So even here it says to just centralize. So I don't know, I attacked prematurely and then the game just fell apart. All right, so let's try another game here. And hopefully we'll do better. Okay, we have the white pieces again. We'll try this Kali system and see how that works, because sometimes people are not sure how to play against that. Okay, well, we'll just capture that if they're going to give us material. We'll just go ahead and take it. All right, so now do we just go ahead and protect that? Okay, well, now we'll just go ahead and let him capture. Oh, okay, then he captures that. Man, all right, so this is just turning into a disaster, a total disaster. All right, well, we're just going to keep playing, try and go for a time win here. There, we'll do that, see what he does. All right, we'll just keep attacking. Just attack again. And all right, now what? We'll just attack him once more. Just keep putting the pressure on. All right. Well, we might as well just keep it up. Just keep attacking that queen. Attacking and attacking. All right. Okay. What do we do next? Do we just attack again? Just go there. All right, and they're higher rated, so we might be able to get a draw out of this. No, they could march over to there. So we'll just go after him again. Oh, now they could go after this pawn. So we could just go ahead and go there and threaten an attack on him. All right, so his best move is probably to just march back up here. All right, well, now we might as well just go up here and threaten a mate. Well, do we let him capture this? All right, so that's the problem. If we go up here and take this pawn, he could capture here and then threaten a check. If we go here, what is he going to do? He could just move his knight out to here. Do we have a follow-up? All right, anyway, if we go there, at least if he attacks now, we can mate him immediately. So he has to move his knight. All right, well, we lucked out and got a mate there. So that was an interesting game. Let's do a game review. So, I don't know. Oh, man. Yeah, this was bad. 62.4% accuracy versus 51.3%. And we even got an advantage here, and then we lost it before gaining it back. So, I don't know. That was just a messy, crazy game. I guess it was more entertaining. So, we both had blunders. So let's do a quick game review. It says you turned a tough game around with a decisive mid-game checkmate. All right, this game just turned into a disaster. I guess they played a tricky gambit opening, the England gambit, which I haven't played that often. I'm familiar with it, but not enough to play it in a Blitz game without a little bit of practice against it. So yeah, that was a mistake there. So the best move would be what? To retreat your bishop back, probably. Retreat the bishop back. And then here, if they capture, it can cause problems because you can go in here and attack the queen. Okay, so I kind of remember this from doing a video about the England gambit. So right here, they don't want to do this. Well, it looks like bishop to c3 is not even the best move. Better is knight to c3. So if you go here, what do they have? This is not good because then they can play bishop to b4 and pin your bishop. So this is tricky stuff to play in a Blitz game. So if we go back, knight to c3 is the only move that works. So this is just tricky stuff. I shouldn't have gone after that pawn in the opening because then I played into something that they were familiar with. All right, so let's go back here to the review and see what. So this is a blunder. That's a terrible move. It just gives up my bishop. So that's what happens in these fast games when you're playing in unfamiliar territory. So now we have a 900. Looks like I played at a 900 level and they played at 600. So this game was just a mess. It says you really outplayed your opponent in that one. The opening was balanced. You and your opponent both threw away some big opportunities in the middle game. All right, so let's just play another one. I won't dig into that too much more. Let's just play a few more Blitz games. All right, so here we'll try and do kind of like the collie system, but we'll set it up from the other side here. So they're trying to play really fast here. All right, so we want to go there. Then we can go ahead and castle. And now might as well go there. Okay, so let's just, do we capture there? Because he's threatening a fork, so let's go ahead and capture. We'll capture again, we'll attack. So we're moving along pretty good here. All right, so we'll just do that. And then we put the threat back on that, or he has to capture here. So let's just see what they decide to do. All right. Well, now they're threatening. So, just go there. All right. Just see what they do next. Now we're threatening to attack there, so they'll probably bring their knight in or bring a rook over. Okay, or check us, but did that check really do much? Do we want to go there? Probably not. I don't know. No, we'll go this way. All right, well, now we need to figure out how to activate our queen, or sorry, our bishop here that is kind of trapped in. All right, well, let's do that. Okay, so now can we push forward here? He could push forward. All right, let's try this way. We'll activate like that. Then we can try to double up our rooks here. Generate some attack. All right, so they're thinking about this. What we're going to try and do is double our rooks up. We need to control this half-open file here. Maybe they're going to try and push forward here. Yep, so they go ahead and do that. All right, well, let's do that. And now we should probably just activate. Now we have to capture there, don't we? So we'll go ahead and do that. They could attack our queen now. Okay, what did that move do? All right, well, we'll just go ahead and capture there. Then again, we'll attack. Okay, our king is brought out. Is that dangerous? Okay, well, we could check them. We need to do something about this weak. We'll just do that for now. Okay, well, now we might as well just do that to stop him. Maybe it would have been better to develop with our bishop, because now he's going to bring his knight. Oh, he can't bring his knight up there. So we might as well push forward with our pawn. We need to activate our king for sure. Okay, we'll go there, and we need to get this king moving. We definitely need to get this king moving. All right, well, now we could just attack. we'll just do that. Okay, okay. Well, let's get the king up. Go there. Go there. Oh, we got to be careful there. Almost made a mistake. All right, let's do that. We'll swing our bishop around the other way. All right. Well, could try and do that, lock him in on that side. All right. Well, now what? Now what? If he goes there, we can move. He's going to try and jump into the position. All right, so and our time is terrible once again. All right, so we have to move faster. We're just taking too long on some of these moves. Okay, we'll go there. Now we're going to have a problem with our... All right, so we need to protect that. We need to get this bishop back. All right. Well, we do have an advantage with that passed pawn. So if we go there to protect that one, then we can try and move forward. Oh, we have to be careful though. We have to be careful. So we need to try that first. Okay. Well. Man, I am having problems here. And we just ran out of time. We had an advantage there with two passed pawns versus his one. All right, let's do a game review. I have so much trouble with time. They played at 88.1 there versus our 87.2. All right, so we had a miss, 2 mistakes, 5 inaccuracies versus their 1 inaccuracy and 2 mistakes. All right, it says you found some solid moves but didn't find them fast enough. Okay, well, let's see what we should have done here. Okay. Yeah, the time trouble gets me. In like half of my games, I'm just losing because of time trouble probably. All right, so you ignored an opportunity to win a pawn. So best here would have been to capture that. Oh, what the heck? I wanted to see more. Okay, it's just blasting through these. So d4 is a mistake. Best would have been to just start activating the king. Just try and get the king up into the center. All right, and we shouldn't have gotten rid of our bishop pair probably. Let's see what would have been best. To just retreat and protect this pawn. Okay. All right, well, that's what happens in these blitz games. You just start making mistakes as the clock ticks down. So in blitz, it's almost like you're just trying to avoid, whoever avoids the most mistakes will probably win. All right, let's try another one here. We'll just keep this going. Okay, so we have the white pieces. We'll try this Kali system again. Okay, once again, we have to deal with this kind of thing. All right, we're just going to take that. Let's take it again. All right, we'll just develop. Develop there. All right, well, we'll just go ahead and move that to there. We'll attack. And do we just keep attacking? We'll just keep attacking. We'll just go there and get ready to castle. And we're just going to be castling into a storm over here, which could be a problem. Okay, what can we do? What can we do? Probably push forward there. Okay, this could be ugly. So let's go there. Try and avoid any problems. Because if we would have captured, they could have checked us and had an attack on our queen by their rook. So we had to move off of that line, this open file with the rook attacking us. So now they're really just trying to figure out what to do. So we need, all right, so let's get rid of that. Then we can chase them. Now what? Their queen's under attack. Okay. They want to try and get in here and threaten a mate. So what do we need to do? We need to, well, activate our bishop here for one, which is looking like a disaster. And our queen is in a bad position. So let's do that. Okay, well, we can ignore that. Let's go with we're just running into problems here. Okay, whatever. We'll go that way. See what they do. Maybe we go that way. See what they do. All right, well, all right, let's see what happens here. Okay, so what do they have? They have both of these bishops causing problems. All right, let's knock this piece out of there. Let's go after their queen. All right. Well, do we push forward here? Probably. To prevent him from breaking open this side of the board. And once again, we're behind on time, and we have a bad bishop that we need to do something about. Need to do something about that bad bishop. All right, well, got to go there. All right, well, now I guess we got to go here. He's got, what, 3 attackers? We have 3 defenders. All right, I guess we'll just go there. All right, do we just pick that off? Is that what we need to try and do? Just go ahead and do that. All right, then we'll go up there. Okay, well, we have to capture that way. All right, and now let's see, we go that way. Go that way, threaten to trap him. This bishop is just giving me all kinds of problems here. Okay, let's do that. We'll do that. Okay. Well, guess we could go after that guy. Then that. All right, so now they are running out of time. Oh, come on. I couldn't move the mouse fast enough. The stupid... Oh, my gosh. I couldn't click fast enough. So, all right. They want to... What do they want, a rematch? All right, let's play again. This was ridiculous, ridiculous. All right. We'll give them the hippo defense and see what they play against that. We'll just try and outplay them on the time this time. That was ridiculous. Oh, I didn't even do the game review. That game just frustrated me. All right, this will probably be the last game. I don't know how long this video has been dragging on, but I don't want it to be too extremely long. All right, so what are they looking at? Probably trying to figure out where to develop this bishop, or they might just put their rook here and line it up on the king. Okay, so that's interesting. The queen comes out. Okay, so now, I guess we could just go here. If they capture en passant, we'll just recapture. They could ignore that and just develop their bishop, but that'll give us time to develop our knight. Okay, so they want to generate some attack here. Do we kick? We'll just kick that knight back. All right, so now we'll just develop. Get ready to push this pawn and threaten a fork. And if they capture, then we fork them with the knight anyway. They could just push their pawn forward, but then we could capture and have an outpost. All right, well, now we just go ahead and attack. All right, so was that the best move? I'm not sure. All right, well, well, now we could just capture there. What can they do? What can they do? Just go there and attack. All right, so now he's just threatening an attack here. What should we do about that? He's threatening a fork. Just move our king into the center. Just go ahead and do that. Ah, but now he's threatening over here as well. So, well, we could go there and attack his rook. So we'll go ahead and do that. Then we can, let's see. Then we can just pick him off. We go there and we'll go after this knight, or sorry, this pawn. All right, so now, what do we do here? What do we do? Well, I wanted to go after this. Oh, why not? Because now we can just pick off this pawn over here if he goes after this one. All right. Well, oh, wait. Might as well trade off material here. Now activate our rook. So activate the rook. Or just jump up here. Go after that. All right. Now we'll go there. All right. We'll just jump into there. Oh, we could have counterattacked there. We could have gone after that pawn. Well, at least we're going after it now. And he'll probably have to bring his rook up. If he does that, now we can go after this. All right, well, does that help us? I think it probably does. Just go there. And then we can line up our rook here next, or the pawn. We could just move our pawn up and attack. Well, we might as well just keep pushing forward then. Oh, now we can do this. And his rook is pinned to his king. All right. What do we do here? What do we do? Just bring our king up. Just bring our king up. Bring this pawn up as well. All right. All right. Well, now we can pick that off. Go there. Go after this pawn. All right, well, we got him. So we'll do a quick game review and see. Let's see, we played, or they played at 74.4. We played at 85.8. We had or they had 7 inaccuracies. We had 1. They had 2 mistakes. We had 0, and we had 1 miss. So it said you had a nice tactical find that game. Let's review. So let's check it out. So once again, this hippo defense, it just throws people off a lot of times in these blitz games. All right, c5. Now your opponent can't stop you from winning a pawn if you make the right move. All right, so now it didn't like that move, and I was wondering about that queen move. I ignored an opportunity to win material, so what should I have done here? Oh, man. Yeah, okay. I guess I planned ahead of time for one thing when I had something better. So that's something to watch out for when you're playing. Be careful that you don't try to follow through with one of your plans that you had been thinking about and then miss out on something better that comes along like this. So now the queen would have to move, and I could pick off this knight. The rook would be under attack. Then I could maybe go after this knight. Let's see here. So that would have been best. And then they would have had to follow with a capture there. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so then we really would have been ahead. All right, so next we had exchanges, and then he caused all this trouble with the knight coming in. So it liked this capture up here. So after this, we're just exchanging down material because we're ahead and we're trying to avoid any big mistakes. And then we just push our pawn forward at the end until we have a mate. So this says we played at a 1500 level. They played at 1250, and it says you really outplayed your opponent in that one. You played a bit better than your opponent in the opening. You were a cut above your opponent in the middle game. And your acute endgame play outshined your opponent. So in our endgame, we had 91.3 versus their 85.8. The middle game, 70s. All right, well, I'll end it there for today. I hope you enjoyed these Blitz games. Please like and subscribe to support the channel if you haven't already. And feel free to leave comments, suggestions, or any requests if there's something you really want to see. So we had a viewer request these Blitz games. So I thought I'd put a video out there. And some of it was pretty messy. So anyway, thank you for watching and have a super chess day.